We're on to NFL news. We got to start with the big news. Matthew Stafford has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams for 2 first-round picks, a third, and quarterback Jared Goff. He's in your division, not in mine. Your division. What are your thoughts? Is Stafford the new king of the NFC West?
Man, no Dan Orlovsky, so I'm not gonna pick them to go to the Super Bowl off rip and say that Matthew Stafford is gonna have an Aaron Rodgers season that he just did. To me, the Lions are the clear-cut winners of this trade. They did not get major, like they didn't get that much better. I mean, Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. He's always been that. But this hype that he makes them a Super Bowl favorite is just asinine to me. Matthew Stafford has thrown 10 interceptions in every year of his career, but 2. In those 2 years, he played 3 in 8 games. In addition to that, he's also injury riddled. In addition to that, it just seems funny to me that Jared Goff has now been made the scapegoat. And I can admit he did not play as great as he has in years past, but they traded Brandon Cooks. They were big and ran 3 wide receiver sets more than any team in the NFL. The guy came off a broken thumb. I mean, and then you trade 2 first-round picks. Now, this is a team that hasn't had a first-round pick since the days of Jared Goff and Aaron Donald. But it's just very funny to me how the media has tried to make this as, oh, the Rams are all in on the Super Bowl. So when it doesn't work out that way, because I'm telling you it won't, what's going to be the narrative? Because to me, I look at the Rams today and my Seahawks, I know they did send us home, but they just lost almost their entire coaching staff. So that Sean McVay halftime record is in danger. Shane Waldron is now our offensive coordinator. We also took their run game coordinator. They also lost Brandon Staley, the league's #1 defense coordinator, now to the Chargers. So the Rams still have a lot to piece up, and I don't think Matthew Stafford automatically puts them over the top. Nothing near.
Jalen, you was defending your SC East colleague, Matthew Stafford, went to UGA. You like the trade? Am I getting that right?
I like the trade. I think Stafford going to the Rams is a good thing. I like it for the Rams. It makes them very competitive. Um, I'm just like floored. Like, what good has what good has come out of Detroit ever? Nothing. They had Megatron, wasted him. You know what I'm saying? They even wasted Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders retired early. Calvin Johnson retired early. It's because Detroit is just not a good organization. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel as if, okay, you could say Matthew Stafford had 10 interceptions and wasn't healthy. Cool. But he didn't have then I never felt like they ever had a complete team around him in all 3 phases of the game. And that they I just don't feel that way. And with him being 16th in passing yards and passing TDs all time, and for y'all to say he's been playing as mediocre or whatever you want to call it, I mean, I just don't see it. I think he gets with McVay. McVay takes this game to an entirely different level and makes things easier for him. And that defense, yeah, they just lost their defensive coordinator, but I feel as if, you know what I'm saying, you can get a guy in there, maybe, I don't know who. I'll be lying if I just threw a name out there, but I feel as if with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, you always have a chance. So I feel like the Rams will be fine. Super Bowl, I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch, but definitely contenders for the bowl, I would say.
Got you. Jace Carter, y'all ready? Or I could tweak the topic real quick.
Why you always gotta try to make it like we not engaged? I heard everything he said, man.
Well, on my end, you two are not engaged. Take it away, Carter.
I heard everything he said. But anywho, what was the question again? No, not for real. What's the question?
Um,
Now
the
I'm playing.
the question is, what is Deshaun Watson's trade
Deshaun,
value now?
no, you trying to switch it? I'm not stupid. You talking about Matthew Stafford and golf, bro? uh, the bro, I'm with the mind on it, bro. I feel the same way. Like, I don't like think it makes them a contender at all. I think they're the same exact. They're right back where they was just at. They just got a person that can throw got a better arm to throw a better deep ball. That's it. That's literally it. That's all they added. I don't think it makes them better. I don't think it helps them win more games. I think this is good for Stafford personally. As for him, it's great, but for the team, no. I think this gives him the best chance in his career to do something, make the playoffs for the 4th time in his career, maybe get a win in the playoffs. But Super Bowl, no, I don't. There's not that team. Maybe they got more stuff up their sleeve. I don't know. But with them trading all them picks again, that's tough.
They made the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, though. Just saying.
I'm not gonna speak on why they went to the Super Bowl. We already just talked about this twice today. But he made me lose my train of thought. But for the Lions, perfect for the Lions. I think this is Dan Campbell's. Yeah, I think this is his chance to go crazy. Like they gave you a 5-year contract. You got multiple firsts now. You got a chance to rejuvenate Detroit, and Lord knows they need it. So, I think that was a great trade. I feel like he fleeced them a little bit, but that's just me. And you got a young Goff, so if you could try it, and if it don't work out, you could really just cut him.
What pick do the Detroit Lions have, bro?
Pick number 9 or 7. I think 7 or 9.
I think it's 7.
Oh, they might go receiver.
They may still go quarterback.
They have said they haven't ruled out taking a quarterback, and I just think it's interesting. Also, a lot of guys are unrestricted free agents. Marvin Jones is unrestricted. Kenny Golladay is unrestricted, and they talked about both of those guys taking less money to go with Matthew Stafford to the Rams to win. I think that's a stretch because I think Golladay is definitely
time for him to get paid. Time to get paid.
Marvin Jones, maybe I could see that being realistic, but it's just interesting what Detroit is going to be able to do.
Do Marvin Jones, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp scare you?
Marvin Jones has gone for 4 touchdowns on multiple occasions. His report with Matthew Stafford does scare me. I definitely think that offense gaining another receiver could put them over the top. But as they are right now, I'm not really too scared of the Rams.
I think adding Marvin Jones will stunt the growth of what they're having with Josh Reynolds and Jameson. You're right. So I think they're going to keep their current receiving core and just rock out with them, just improve the O-line. And
they need help at O-line and I say their linebackers.
There's still a lot of holes.
Linebackers aren't.
Yeah, the linebackers are young, haven't showed too much promise. The defense when Aaron Donald was hurt didn't get much penetration up front. They were playing the Packers, who may arguably have the best line in the league, so can't do too much. But they got a lot of holes that they still need to fill. And to say that they are automatically Super Bowl contenders
because of Stafford,
everyone else is looking to get better, and you just traded your future for a 33-year-old quarterback coming off an injury-riddled season.
Let's talk about it doesn't got to be long either. Like what is the value of a projected late first round pick? I seems like Les Snead, he has shown that he doesn't value their first round pick if it's going to be a late round pick, and they have continually to draft well in the mid rounds and late rounds as well to not make that pick seems like more valuable in a sense. So, do you think more teams should like trade their first round pick for elite talent?
I don't.
For elite talent, yes.
Well, yes,
I don't feel like Stafford was that elite to trade it for. However, I mean, if you draft well in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, cool, and 6th and 7th too. But I think highly of first round picks. That's just me. I think that gives you the best chance to get one of the best 32 players in college. Why not? Why not go for that every time?
Well, it's someone who in the NFC, I don't mean to cut you off, Jalen, but someone in the NFC West who I've seen these teams hit, mine being number 1, Rams being number 2. You think about Cooper Kupp, think about Terrell Burgess and Jordan Fuller. They have guys starting in their secondary and all over there. They hit John Johnson. I mean, I can continue to go. They believe in their ability to pick late in drafts and continue to find studs. So you take that approach, and they're gonna have to take that approach with them paying guys. I mean, they have 6 players, including Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, under contract 4 years to go. So they are all in on a Super Bowl run, but they're taking a big gamble on these guys coming in, being gambles to see, hey, we believe this guy can come in and thrive in our system. And if it doesn't work out, I don't see them. I mean, the Rams did just have a very good season, and they knocked my team out the playoffs. I understand that. They didn't win 10 games, and the year before, coming off the Super Bowl, they didn't make the playoffs. So, I mean, still a lot that needs to be revised in LA, in my opinion, but we'll see.
What I was gonna say is I don't think nowadays, like, don't get me wrong, like first round draft picks are valuable. But I think nowadays it just comes down to how well you can evaluate talent and character in the league. And I feel like the Rams have always done a good job with being able to pick the best talent. So I don't feel as if they necessarily need to always have the cream of the crop, the cream of the crop of the best 32 players, because they can always find their diamonds in the roughs and mold them into good or great players. So, you mentioned some of them, Cooper Kupp. I just feel as if those guys can always find the diamonds in the rough. And that's my take on it.
So when we say late pick, so we talking about like the last 10 of the first round?
When I consider a late pick, a playoff team that so pick what is it now? 18 through 32 now.
Okay. I wouldn't, since that's the future, and like let's take the Rams for example. They traded how many two first round picks and a third for Matthew Stafford, who is 33 years old. I just feel like that wasn't the best. That's not the best decision to do, because if we look at past late first rounders, I want to say Jets. Justin Jefferson was, Jalen Rager, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Patrick Queen, like all them boys, like they dogs, and you can mold them into a great player. So I feel like you have to value a first round pick regardless, even if it's like the 32nd, the last first round pick. You got to value those.
I think it all just comes down to when you do that, that just signifies that you are all in on the season when you give up or auction your future. And if this team doesn't even make the conference champ, if they wild card or division round exit, that is a failure. I think conference championship or Super Bowl is a must for a team that auction off their future. Because let's say they fail with Stafford next season. Are they going to flip Stafford and add more first round picks to go get somebody else? Like they like with the way Les Snead is running, it's like Madden-esque, like the way they're running it. So it's just interesting.
I feel like they themselves thought we have a hole at quarterback and we just need to get Jared Goff out of here, which is you add Jared Goff, third round, 2 first rounds, get whatever quarterback we can get right now that might be a little bit better than Jared Goff, and we should make the Super Bowl. We should make the conference championship, which I don't think is going to happen at all. But I feel like that's what the front office in Los Angeles.
LA, yep.
I feel like that's what they thought is going to happen this year, which I don't think is going to happen at all.
Oh my bad, you got it. Go.
To me, it just seems like they settled. I heard reports. Cameron DeSilva, one of the close Rams, he always has the insights. He said they made an offer on Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers are adamant about not trading him. Thank God, because if that happened, the league would be in trouble. But it just seems like they settled on Stafford. I heard another report, or saw a tweet rather, where it said that the trade was essentially Matthew Stafford for a third round pick, and then the cost to move Jared Goff's contract was 2 first rounders. So, I mean, it's just interesting either way you cut it, but just Matthew Stafford, 30 plus years old, you moving 2 first rounders and you're mortgaging your future all on this guy's shoulders, who is a little shaky. So, we'll see.
Didn't win in college, didn't win in the professional, so it will be interesting to see
I mean, he is a Georgia Bulldog.
What can you expect? How much can you really expect?